You guys want to just open it up? You want me to give you a brief statement? I'll give you a brief statement. Another 5-5 split. Proud of our guys, though. It's been a tough week, right, coming off that Purdue match. So you learn a little bit about your guys. A lot of adversity throughout the course of the week. Some sickness running through the program. Obviously, it's why we didn't have JoJo. Suffer with all week. Finally got back on the mat yesterday. Just probably wasn't the right thing to have him wrestle today. And that's kind of where we at. We knew after we lost 25 is probably coming down to heavyweight, where they got one of the best kids in the country, so we're up against it. But proud of our upperweights. Really did a good. I'm proud of everybody, but our upperweights in particular got us back in the match. And those are guys like Willie Scott, filling in for Joe Grello, who will be back soon. And it's good to see Brett Donner. It's 2 in a row now. He's wrestling well, so I'm proud of those guys. And a huge win by Billy Janzer, of course, over number 11 guy in the country, and Jordan Pagano, another big win as we get to the Big Ten season. So with that, I'll open it up.
It's frustrating to go for those bonus points early. So you knew Paris was going to be at the end.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I do this quite a bit. I look at it quite a bit. I'm pretty good at. I mean, of course, you got to wrestle the match. It's not on paper, but I knew once we lost 25, we were going to need an upset somewhere, 41, 49, 57. So I knew that with Paris looming at the end. So once we didn't get one of those, I knew it was really an uphill battle. Now you're looking for a fall out of guys, who are really going up against some really good guys. So that was. We needed. You can't get bonus in this conference, in these dual meets, and once you do, you're behind it a little bit. So there's a swing match at 25 that we just got to get back on track. We weren't able to capitalize and win that match, and that's kind of where it's at.
What do you think it is with Nick? I mean, it's 3 now as well.
These guys, these freshmen are, Billy included. I know they had a redshirt year, but until you go through it, it's a gauntlet. And everybody talks about the Big Ten and how tough it is. That's true. I mean, I don't know that guy right there. He's probably not nationally ranked. He's probably 500 in the Big Ten season. But he's really, really good. He's really, really good. That's the whole conference. In every single weight, you have to bring it. And these young guys, they're kind of hitting a little bit of a wall. We have to do maybe a better job of getting some more rest, sitting guys out of practice, and we'll do that as we get closer and closer, peak for the Big Ten tournament. But right now, he's our guy, and he's our only guy, so he's got to go. So Nick's got to go. It'd be great to have some depth where I could sit in one match, where he could take some time off. We don't have that. We don't have anyone. So he's up, and we're going to stick with him. He's our guy.
Coach, was this loss a matter of a bad performance or just an unhealthy team?
No, I don't think that would be given an excuse. I'm not going to give that excuse. No, we got beat. We got beat because we gave up more bonus points. It was a 5-5 split. They had a pin, a tech, and a major. That's the difference. And there's one match there I thought we can win, and other than that, we're probably underdogs. And even 57, we're winning the match. We have to learn. We have to really learn, and that's maybe our job. We got to put him in that situation in practice. Go get a takedown. Go get a takedown to seal it, right? You're up 3-2 or whatever it is. But when you start protecting, and that's kind of been the story a little bit, is we've lost the Cornell match, we've lost the Purdue match, and we let one get away. And I'm not blaming Mike Van Brill, because that's a number 8 kid in the country, or whatever he is. So, but he knows it. If you seal the deal, if you get one more takedown and seal it, he wins a really important matchup. That's not blaming him. He was an underdog there, and he wrestled well, but he's got to wrestle that third period.
Scott, just experience of the day being part of the doubleheader. I know you've wrestled.
Yeah, I've wrestled too a lot. Yeah. I love the guarding though. I'm a huge guarding guy. I'm a huge Billy Joel fan. I'm a huge Nick Ranger fan, but that's not, But it's cool for me. I love doing this, and I know there'll be people. We get, I think, a home match here next year, right? So we'd be crazy, right, to leave our rack to come here. No way. This is awesome. It's the Garden. It's Madison Square Garden, and now it's been probably 10 or 11 times we've been here, and there's been some success and there's been some tough days, but I love it here.
You talk about the fan following too.
Yeah, pretty cool. So you're so close to basketball. I knew we had it, and then Billy's on the mat. Basketball team comes in, and I'm so fired up for Pikel, and his staff and his team. It's just a really good situation right now. We feel we're good about where we're at in that APC with those guys and Vivian and her team. There's a lot of good happening. But yeah, you could feel that energy, and they started piling in a little bit more, getting ready for 4:30. And I'm a fan, right? I'm a sports fan, so I'm fired up for 4:30 too.
You love wrestling in New York. You've talked about wrestling at the Intrepid before. Actually, you guys did a bunch of years ago.
Sure.
That's something that's still in the works for future seasons.
I don't know if we've really brought up the Intrepid, but we're open to it. We're open to do anything. I'd love to get back into Yankee Stadium. you know. And I think the next step maybe is bring a Big Ten team into the football stadium, you know.
We have Princeton, what, 3-4 years?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different, we'll do anything outside the box.
Billy, it seemed like you were excited for overtime.
Yeah.
What was that kind of like for you to?
You know, I just train so hard every day. Like, every day in the room we're wrestling. I'm not prepared to wrestle 7 minutes. I'm prepared to wrestle 30 minutes if I have to. Like, that's every day we preach to, no matter what happens, whatever goes on out there, just put your foot back on the line. And that's what, all the time we talk about having the right, like, look the way you want to perform. So if I'm sitting there hanging my head like I'm tired, I'm not going to wrestle my best. But if I put my foot on the line and look that guy in his eyes, he knows that I'm ready to go, and that can take a lot out of the guy, or you know he's prepared too. That's something. But yeah, I mean, Coach Goodale, Coach Pritzloff, honestly, everybody on the staff down to like our strength coach, we just preach to put your foot on the line and get back in there. So.
I mean, it was an issue last week.
Yeah, it was a big issue, and we discussed it a lot. And through that, right, through my press conference,
Yeah.
I called out 2 guys, but that's coaching too, right? We got to prepare them. And I never once brought up Billy Janzer. He was in overtime last week too, and he put his foot on the line against a good kid, and he did it again today. He wins a lot of his matches like that, so he's prepared to wrestle that. But you can tell in his body language, he wants that. You know, I'm sure he'd like to end it in 7 minutes. But if we got to go overtime, let's go. So yeah, we're going to put him in situations, and we got to make it hard on these guys so they're prepared for really big moments.
Time for one final question.
Coach, yeah, now that Colucci's out for the season, you stick with Alex the rest of the way?
Right now, I suppose our guy.
Yeah.
Coach, what makes Willie Scott so good on top? A big 13-2 decision, I think it
Good
was.
question. I don't know. He's just like a leech. He's hard to get out. It's very, very frustrating to watch. And if you watch his match, I swear to God, I mean, I shouldn't swear, but I think he lets guys out at the end of periods just so they pick bottom again. The kid felt good about going back down. I really believe that. So he plays the game within a game. I don't know if he'd admit that, but I think he's very, very comfortable there, and yeah, he's a leech. It's crazy. It's very, very frustrating to wrestle. You can ask one more.
Go ahead.
I was following the Edinburgh Open a little bit. I noticed Benner and Doppus were there. I noticed Glasgow was registered but didn't go. Is he healthy? Is he?
Yeah, he practiced yesterday. He's healthy. I haven't been able to keep up with those guys, so I don't know.
Got it.
So he's not in the bracket.
And Bernard, he never hit
No,
the bracket.
Kennard's here with us. I know that. We need a Kennard around our program right now, but I didn't see it yet. I didn't see it right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.